Today on Forbes, red states and AI are big losers from Trump's clean energy massacre. President Trump's One Big Beautiful Bill Act, assuming the version Senate Republicans passed on Tuesday becomes law, would cut the legs out from under the renewable energy industry. It's likely that Speaker Mike Johnson and House Republicans will try to make changes to the bill as they attempt to reconcile their own version and the Senate Republicans' version. In the Senate Republicans' version, the biggest hit on renewable energy is that the bill would quickly phase out federal tax credits that have for years enabled wind and solar developers to offset 30% or more of project costs. And it could have been even worse. At the last minute, the Senate's Republican leadership ditched a proposed excise tax on wind and solar projects using Chinese components, which could have added 20% to the cost of many projects. But it left in a fast phase-out of the tax credits. Moreover, there are lots of other anti-green, pro-fossil fuel bullets the industry didn't dodge. The bill would open more federal lands to oil and gas leasing at lower royalty rates, end tax credits and other subsidies for electric vehicles, and refill the Strategic Petroleum Reserve. There's also a new tax break to incentivize mining metallurgical coal, now to be considered a strategic mineral. Uncertainty and the looming end of federally subsidized tax equity financing could plunge renewables investing into a deep freeze, says Sandhya Ganapathy, CEO of Houston-based EDP Renewables North America, which operates wind and solar plants. She says, quote, "It severely hamstrings the U.S. ability to meet skyrocketing power demands and dilutes its economic competitiveness on the global stage." Ironically, the impact will hit especially hard in Republican areas, a fact that Forbes and others thought last November might protect the industry from such savage cuts. A map on the Forbes.com website, created by Michael Thomas, founder of CleanView, shows that 78% of renewable energy projects underway are located in red districts. Why is Trump so determined to kibosh economic growth in Texas, where last Saturday afternoon, solar power met 31% of the grid's 77 gigawatts of power demand, and wind power provided 15%? Sure, gas-fired generation still led with 35%, but coal provides merely 13% of the state's electricity needs. The trend is clear. Growing, power-hungry states like Texas, and states where the sun shines or the wind blows, have been increasingly relying on solar and wind power. The How Green Is Your State map from the Environment America Resource and Policy Center makes clear that geography matters more than ideology when it comes to the adoption of green energy. Windy, sparsely populated, and Republican South Dakota, Trump won 63% of the vote in 2024, gets an enormous portion of its retail electricity from renewable sources. Tiny, densely populated Delaware, Joe Biden's home state, gets almost none of its retail electricity from green sources. Complaints about the bill's assault on green energy have come from all quarters. Elon Musk calls the energy components of the bill, quote, "insane and destructive," saying they will destroy millions of jobs. Sean McGarvey, president of North America's building trades unions, compares the impact to, quote, "terminating 1,000 Keystone XL pipelines." Biden, of course, terminated just the one. The U.S. Chamber of Commerce in a statement said, quote, "taxing energy production is never good policy." But that hasn't swayed Trump, who in an interview last weekend with Fox's Maria Bartiromo, made clear his determination to undo the Green New Deal aspects of Biden's Inflation Reduction Act of 2022. His dislike for both Biden's legacy and wind and solar energy in particular seems almost visceral. So get ready to pay more for electricity and to compete with big tech and artificial intelligence for the power supply. Recent growth in electricity demand from data centers has been stunning. Lawrence Berkeley National Lab data shows that in 2018, data centers used 76 terawatt hours, or 1.9% of domestic electricity. They project that will hit at least 325 terawatt hours, 6.7% of the total, by 2028. Consultancy Rystad Energy eyes a 16% rise in overall U.S. power demand by 2035. But without affordable renewables, or rapid breakthroughs in nuclear fusion, the electricity to feed all those AI data centers may not arrive in time. For full coverage, check out Christopher Hellman's piece on forbes.com. This is Kieran Meadows from Forbes. Thanks for tuning in.